Hello everyone, this is a daily forecast on Euro-Dollar. Today is September 17th. Thank God it's Friday. This video is brought to you by Finteria Markets. Please check our website for more information about the company, services, and tools that we offer. As usually, I'm going to start with the service winners and losers, which shows you the strongest and the weakest currencies across the market. So as we can see, if we check the situation over the last 24 hours, we can see that the US dollar has showed some muscles. It gained 0.35%, and it's strongly above the rest of the market. The loser is clearly the Swiss franc that lost 0.36%. As you can see, the European currency was pretty neutral. The British pound was also gaining some ground. If we will switch to the weekly time frame, here, first of all, once again, I will mention that there is no any currency surpassing 1%. So the volatilities are not high. They are at the levels, well, at usual daily levels. Usually we have such movements within a day. So still we do not have sufficient strength or sufficient movements on the weekly charts. It's mainly mixed daily movements. Anyway, the movements that we have seen yesterday can actually be the beginning of stronger trends in general, I think. So let's look what is behind the movement of the US dollar. Well, we had a pretty strong data coming from the US yesterday. First of all, we had strong retail sales. If you will look at the headline number, instead of minus 0.8%, we got plus 0.7%. So the value X auto sales was also very strong, almost 2% instead of minus 0.1%. And the yearly value was actually showing that the sales are up 15% from the previous year. So this is really strong. And also the initial jobless claims came at 332,000. So this is also very positive. This level of jobless claims is the same as we had before the pandemic. So let's also check at the retail sales. Here I have the chart. Just wanted to show you the impressive growth. Of course, this was mainly funded by the economic stimulus by the US government. But anyway, you can see the chart is pretty impressive. The trend in the retail sales we had before and the sharp increase, and still it keeps going and seems that it might start to accelerate further. So this is a positive sign. One another chart that I would like to show is basically the SOFR futures. So with this tool, you can actually predict the interest rate expectations of the market. Here I have a December contract. So you can just, so I'm using the contract for December 2022, and here it gives me the expectation for the interest rate. And here we can actually see a strong movement yesterday. Just to give you an example, this long bearish candle, it's actually the day when we had a press conference in Jackson Hole. So this candle, which also you see, it was very bearish, but there was a strong rebound. This was September 3rd. It was the day when the NFP, disappointing NFP data was released. So, and yesterday we had one of the first strong days when it grew by 4. Let's say rate hike expectations are building up, not very strong, as you can see. It is not really a significant change, but anyway, I think it's worth mentioning because before the expectations were very, very flat for. Given all this information, and seems that there can be some additional support for the US dollar. So let's look at the charts and see what is happening. First of all, the daily chart, we finally have the clear breakout of 118. So right now we have some minor correction at those levels. I think it makes sense to switch to an hourly time frame. So here we can see we reached the level 1750. So in this case, I'm going to remove some of the lines. I think they're no longer relevant at the present moment. Instead, I would just draw a new chart, a new channel that we have here. So potentially, I think we can continue in a downward direction, as we have a support and resistance level right here, maybe considering shorts from 1780 or even from the current levels can be potentially a good trade. We could have a name as 1730. I think this is still like a local level. It may not be very strong. So in case if we have a strong impulse, continued impulse in the US dollar, this can potentially be a good trading opportunity. So another opportunity, if you do not want to trade euro dollar, you can look at dollar chief, because we have some, once again, if we check the winners and losers, we can see that the Swiss franc was one of the weakest currencies yesterday, and overall on the weekly time frame, the Swiss franc is much weaker than the euro. So that's why another opportunity would be just to consider a trade on the dollar versus the Swiss franc. So let's have a look at the chart. And here you see a much stronger movement. If you look at the daily chart, here the support, resistance level, and we almost broke this level. So instead of the trade on the euro dollar, I would actually recommend you to go long in case if we break 92.80. So that could be a potential trade. And there are no major support lines right here. Maybe this one would be a potential target for this trade. So in case of the breakout of 92.80, consider long positions with the first target 93.20. So that would be our recommendation for today. So we try to give more actionable advice and recommendations. Anyway, do not forget to put a stop loss. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this this review. Please leave your comments and questions. If you have any ideas, or if you would like us to cover any currency pairs, please leave this message in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and looking forward to see you in the next videos.